All right, hello. I only have a couple of minutes, about 15 minutes, and I'm just going to see what I can do in that time frame, which is not really a lot. I did spend a few hours already this morning working on some stuff. Among other things, I got the nested emulation to work. So now I'm able to run the emulator. However, it is so slow that it just becomes unresponsive, which you could maybe see here. It says system UI not responding or something like that. So I'm just going to kill that. I also went back and added the Linux target for Flutter, so that at least I could develop on Linux. And I think that because the Linux target doesn't use the browser, as far as I know, I should be able to use gRPC directly without needing gRPC web or having to have a proxy in between my front end and my back end. And so hopefully that should be enough for my needs. However, I do have, it is just right now the default app that came out of Create Flutter. And I just went through and called set a bunch of times to replace the example.com name thingamajiggy with a better name. So I'm hoping that now that I've replaced this, things will run. I'm not sure if I need to reload the Android Studio since I made the changes outside of Android Studio, but we'll see if it still runs. And it seems like it's at least trying to. Uh-oh, something failed. Yeah, okay, this seems fine. All right, so let me close this Android Studio, and I'll just make sure that this is only the one change. So I'll say change example.com. I'm not even sure what it's called, namespace. Or it says namespace here, and then application ID here to org.leafcutter. Whatever, like there, I think. And I'll push that, and that should just look good. And there's only 3 files that are changed. There are a bunch more in the build directory, but those were all build artifacts, so I just destroyed them. Okay, this looks reasonable, so I'm just going to submit it. And then, let's see, I have maybe about 12 more minutes. One thing I could try to do is, because I recreated the Flutter app off screen, I removed my changes where I just added the gRPC dependency. I had gotten confused before because the message that's given from pub get and pub upgrade makes it sound like there are some issues with the dependencies, even in a default install. And after like looking at bug reports and stuff, it seems like the issue is just that Flutter itself has dependencies that are not the newest versions. And for whatever reason, the Flutter tooling doesn't report that in a very understandable way. But once you make allowances for that, things just seem to work. So I can grab the let's see. Well, I have 2 things. One is I think that I haven't submitted the protos for Dart, and I need to make the change to import gRPC. So let's see if I can really quickly verify whether things compile with that. So I forget, was it pub.dev or something? They're basically redoing what I had done before, but more from a clean slate. So I think 3.2.4 sounds familiar. So somewhere I have a file, right, that's going to be the pub spec. I think it was here. I think that's not right because last time there was some, it's because there needs to be a space. Something like that. And maybe we'll just double check the versions. 3.2. Okay, and then this is all I need. Just run pubget. Okay, so let's assume that's all I need. Then I'm going to take these protos, and now that I think about it, I have these protos in the protos directory here, which is a directory up from the front end directory. And the reason I had done that is because I want those protos to be available in a sensible way to any project that is Dart based that needs the same API. However, I'm not sure that Flutter provides me a way of importing those if those are outside of the pub spec thing defined by. Sorry, the Flutter project is defined by whatever defines a Flutter project. So like in the front end, we have this pub spec thing. We might have some other dot files that define what a Flutter project is, and these protos are outside of that. So let me see if there's a sensible way to in Dart import from outside project or something like that. I guess in theory, what I really need to do is to have a have a dependency, like maybe a local Flutter package. I have the same trouble. Okay. Like, I guess I can do something like this. And I'm not sure, like, really where it's supposed to go, what the best practices are, but I'll try it's calling this like their protos. Do they use underscore? And then the something like that. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Well, maybe that won't work. What if I just try to build? So it doesn't like dot dot. And if I have single dot, that's the current directory, presumably from the perspective of wherever pubspec.yaml is. So let me see if I can you have a package in a directory at the same level. In other words, blah, 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 you can use dot dot slash my new package. Note the double dot. But not in path. Only in package. Is that what this says? Can I close this? I think I can. No, that closed Android Studio. All right, fine. So I'm just taking a look at this and reading it. Via a system path dependency. It doesn't seem to like this. If I am I getting the path actually wrong? So from the perspective of backend, it should be up one and then proto with no S. Which technically I would prefer to change. In fact, I'm just going to rename it proto. Protos. which might break Haskell, but we'll figure that out. So now this should be protos, and it doesn't like Dart. Is there really no Dart? I thought there was a Dart. It's in protos/proto/Dart, which is not what I want. I don't think. Let's look at the head of this file. Let's look at a package. I'll just open it in Emacs. How about that? Yeah, okay. Well, let's just try moving this. I might have some issues with package names. Oh, you know what? It's because, yeah, no. What do I think I just messed up the Unix command somehow. Did that do it? Yeah. So this should now be happier. Except they can't find a pubspec.yaml file. So I guess that I need to create a whole package for this Dart thing. And but it does need to be a Flutter package, right? Dart create package, is that a thing it can do? Dart create T package name. I'll just try running this. And I'll call it lector protos. I think is what I called it here. And it's doing a bunch of stuff. It's making this lector protos directory. And I don't need example. I don't need a change log, I don't think. And I guess what I will do is move all the .dart stuff into lector protos. Then move lector protos into here. Remove the Dart directory and just rename lector protos to Dart. And so now this thing seems to be happy. I don't know if I just broke some stuff, but we'll figure that out later, not right now. And I guess let's see if we can use it. Why isn't this going away? Ignore. So I guess we can do like import package for protos. And I don't remember enough about Dart to know if this is enough. Target URI doesn't exist. Huh. Well, it should. What do I do? Pub upgrade. Oh, maybe this slash is causing me trouble. So this is Do not create a folder in your Flutter root named packages and put packages there. Packages folder is removed on build. All right. The official documentation is here. Here's the path dependency. Be relative or absolute. Relative paths are evaluated relative to the directory, etc., etc. But then how do you import? Because it seems like it doesn't like my import. Do I have to import a specific Dart file? Maybe that's the problem. So in Dart, I can maybe try to import this. This might be the top level file. Try running the generator that will generate the file. Okay, so there's some generator I need to run. URI has not been generated. This pb.dart thing. So this seems to be like this is protobuf specific, so maybe that's the problem. That's commonly produced by co-generators. Okay. Well, we know that it exists. Is there some other thing that I can import? Maybe I can do Dart pubget. VM service. And let me just try it from the command line. Will it let me run? Or do I just need to get rid of package? Expected to find a semicolon. Why does it want 2 semicolons? Oh, is it because I terminated the string incorrectly? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't like that I renamed the directory. The library code lives under the lib directory and is public. Does it need to be in the lib directory? The convention implementation code is placed under lib source. Code under lib source is considered private. Other packages should never need this. So maybe it just needs to be in the lib directory. Let's try that. I'll move all the lector star.dart files into lib. Is there anything else in lib? And then source should be the stuff that's private. Hey, Girlco. I'm trying to get Flutter to behave well with respect to the Bazel setup I already have. And I mentioned at the start of this that I'm only really here for 15 minutes, which actually, by the way, I've been here for 20 minutes, so I should go in the very near future. But let's see if I can fix this before I go. The problem I'm having is what? Is that the I don't know how to pop out this chat. Okay, well, whatever. So the problem I'm having is that, first of all, I don't know what I'm doing with Flutter, and so I don't know the like semantics or even the syntax really of the import statements or whatever. The other problem is that Flutter has its own way of doing things, and it kind of clashes with the Bazel way. So I'm trying to see if I can find a way to get them to coexist. So it seems to have found that. I think moving them into the into the lib folder was good. And Girlco is asking if Dark is a good language. I think you I assume you mean, are you referring to Dart? Dart's a pretty good language. I think that I'd really like to pop this out, but for some reason I'm at some version. I'm on some version of the Twitch UI that I can't pop the chat out. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's I like it a little bit better than JavaScript. I think the type system is a little bit nicer. And actually, if you look on YouTube on the Answer Everywhere, I did a look at the Dart language. So you can check that out if you're curious. Let me see if I can link this here. Oh Lord, don't do that. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know how to. And they're asking web or mobile. So the idea is that it's both. Here, I switched to a different view so I can pop this out now. So Flutter mobile. Mobile is what I'm going for. I think that Flutter will also let you generate. So the idea of Flutter, which is written in Dart, is that it will let you generate Android and iOS mobile apps from the same code base. You can also generate web apps from the same code base. However, what people report is that they don't quite look or feel exactly right. That the scrolling is a little bit mess up, and they have the thing where they're like slow to load for the first one. So I'm not sure. I'll probably use it as my web minimum viable product MVP. But at some point, if this thing needs a web interface, it'll probably move to something else like React. Yeah, it seems it's a similar thing to React Native, but in theory, a little bit nicer than running React on mobile. At least that's the claim. That's the claim that Google makes. No, your English is really good actually, but it's spelled Dart like that. Okay, so now I've successfully imported my thing. Can I do a? I'm not going to be able to connect to anything, which is fine. But I should actually just like to be able to see if I can like refer to a message or something. So I guess you have to add this. You create some service class for the client. So some request name. It doesn't seem to be prefixed by any package name. So I think I have like a an add article request or something. Let's see if, yeah, okay. Okay, so this seems to be working. And The next thing I will do, which I will do tomorrow, probably starting relatively early in the Eastern time zone. Hopefully, like 8:30 or 9 if I can. I'd like to do a longer stream of making some progress, getting the back end to talk to the front end. The front end is this thing that's written in Dart and Flutter. And then the back end is going to be a thing that's written in Haskell. All right, and with that, I'm going to head out. Thanks for chatting, Girlco, and hopefully I'll get to see you again. Sorry, this was a really short stream, but I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks.